And as we talked about, we are talking about a very important campaign to us here at WCNC Charlotte. You know, every single year we partner with our local shelters and animal rescues to talk about Clear the Shelters. And it's really just an effort to get as many homeless pets into forever homes and highlight all the different ways that you can support groups who are trying to make this happen. We want to bring in Greater Charlotte SPCA, which is one of our local participating rescues. We've got Alex Wilson and Heather Van Schelt joining us with a couple of furry friends. We got one of them. Oh, Ellie's being such a good girl. We appreciate her. And then we've got, do you want to show, can you pop up Miss Marigold? There she is. Oh, so sweet. I loved getting to interact with them over the last couple of minutes here in the studio. So before we talk about our little furry visitors, let's talk about Clear the Shelters, because I am interested to hear, just from your perspective as a local rescue, how important this effort is to you. What is the need like out there? Why is it so important that we talk about getting pets into forever homes?
Okay. Honestly, the need has been the greatest that we have seen since we founded the rescue in about 15 years.
Wow.
We had made a huge impact. And about 10 years ago, it really made a change.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened, and maybe there wasn't the same things of spay and neuter and things like that. So now we just have such an overabundance of animals needing homes.
Yeah.
Dogs, cats, everything, squirmy little puppies.
If you need to put her down, that's cool too.
That need help, because it's just, we're overwhelmed. And the shelters, every day we get incredible pleas, and we can't help them until we have space.
Yeah.
And without Clear the Shelters and other options where we really recognize the need, we can't help, and we have to say no, which is heartbreaking, because many times decisions have to be made where they won't be with us anymore because of that. And they did not ask to be born. We made a choice to make this happen, and now it is our responsibility to help them, and to get them to get homes.
Yeah, I mean, you were telling me that y'all are completely foster based, so unlike a traditional animal shelter like Charmac or going to like Gaston County Animal Care and Enforcement, folks aren't coming in, walking through kennels. You rely solely on folks in the community to help you to open up their homes to foster dogs, essentially, foster animals. What can you tell us about your foster network, and if you have any needs regarding new fosters stepping in and helping?
Yes, we always have a great need, because that's how we can say yes. When we get a plea from the community, from a shelter, from anyone else that needs help, or somebody finds a stray, whatever we can do, the only way we can do that is we have fosters.
Yeah.
We basically always recruiting them. We offer everything that's required: vet care, food, any toys, crates, anything that is needed is provided. Heartworm and flea prevention, all of that is provided. The only thing that the individuals have to provide is a place for them to learn a home.
Yeah.
Many times these animals have never lived in a home, so they don't know how to.
Yeah.
And so we're teaching them how, and that's not just potty training, that's teaching them not to be on a counter, or to actually understand how to interact and how to quiet down inside. Because sometimes they've just been invited in for a few minutes until they got crazy, and then they get put back outside.
Yeah.
So we're teaching them how to be calm, and I work from home, how to sit while I'm working.
Yeah.
Those kind of things, and just be really quiet. So a lot of it is just, they'll come very, very social, but they also don't know how to move their energy in the right way. So people want to have them in their homes, and that's what you're helping with.
I have done fostering over the last several years. I work with various shelters and rescues, but come to find out that the fostering experience is so important for the development of the pet.
Very much so.
Getting great notes, finding out whether the dog is good with other dogs, whether the dog is good with kids, is the dog good with cats, is the dog good on the leash, all of that stuff. And that's really important. So not just like a place for the pet to stay, but also gets you great feedback that you can give potential adopters, so it's not such a huge question mark of like, okay, I think I'm interested in this dog, but like, what are they really like?
And that's one of the biggest things that we get when people come to us. They love the foster base because we can give so much information. This dog lives in my home. You know, they can see what's going on with them. I've had over 600 fosters come through and I'm just able to learn so much about them. I can tell you anything that you need to know, just about. You know, they still have some learning to do. And of course, they're going to go into your home and maybe a little bit different.
Yeah.
But in general, we've taught them some really good skills, and we can tell you if they like dogs, if they're great trained, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, that you might want to know. And we can even, a lot of times, we have some fosters that have cats. We can
Yep.
test them to see. We have those. We have all kinds of different things
Yeah.
that make such a difference.
I just want to point out for folks, for viewers who are watching our 3-box right now, and y'all can see too, as we are on the air. So we've got Ellie. If you're wondering what Ellie is doing, Ellie is apparently very dog friendly in that Ellie and Marigold are like trying to play with each other in the background.
They are.
Oh, here comes Marigold. Let me see if she'll, will you let me pick you up?
Oh, sure.
What do you
She
think?
will.
Am I scary? Let's see. So we've got, I do want to get their backstories because they are adoptable, as y'all have pointed out. Owner surrenders, both of them?
Yes, actually. She was surrendered to Marigold was surrendered to a vet clinic when the people could not care for her anymore. And we believe that they couldn't get the vet care that she needed, which was basically deworming.
Oh, wow.
She's been dewormed a couple of times, but she's not expensive. She's already had that done. And Ellie came to us as an owner surrender. I think she got a little bit bigger than they thought when they adopted her as a puppy. And so now she's a good solid size, very nice dog.
She's beautiful.
And
So is Marigold.
loving, loves other dogs, loves people, came from a home with small children.
Oh, wow.
Was good with small children. But obviously she is not a small dog
Yeah.
that they may have thought. They did not know exactly what she is, but she may be a giant schnauzer, or she may also be a doodle mix.
Okay.
Whereas Marigold is a beagle foxhound, maybe, but probably a lemon beagle.
She's,
Beagle is that's what the
you were
color.
saying 4.5 months?
4.5 months old. Ellie is 2 years old.
Oh, well, they're super sweet. And I mean, I love watching them together. They're adorable, clearly very playful. So it's giving me some insight into maybe the type of household that would be interested in either of them. A household where maybe like the pups could play with other pups, or you're going to be taking them on runs or
Right.
mountain hikes or whatnot.
And they can also think about how they can keep their mind busy.
Yes.
Because a lot of times during the day, if we're gone to work or whatever, they're asleep and they're happy to just see us.
Yeah.
So they're going to do that. But yes, I mean, you have like Marigold at 4.5 months. She's house trained now because of our foster. Because of
Yeah.
fostering her, I've taught her new skills. And she likes her crate, and she's really learning, and we're learning all kinds of things about her, just as Ellie is doing the same thing. Now, Ellie's been well fed, but that's okay. But we know that she loves to play and everything, so that was never the case for her.
Yeah. So tell me how folks can adopt either of these two pups or any of the animals in your care right now. How do they find them? How do they learn more?
They can certainly look on our Facebook page, the Greater Charlotte SPCA, our Instagram, Charlotte SPCA, and then go to our website, which is charlottespca.org.
Marigold,
Marigold.
co-signs that statement. So just to clarify for folks, we did want to mention, because we've been talking about the big adoption day, which is August 22nd. I'm personally slated to be out at Gaston County Animal Care Enforcement. Our Larry Sprinkle will be out at Charmac Animal Care and Control. But we have so many other groups, and it sounds like y'all are just kind of opening the slate for anyone to come at any point this month and beyond.
Yes, we have events every Saturday. This Saturday, we happen to be in downtown Matthews. We may be at Hollywood Feed, which I believe is next Saturday, which is the big 22nd adoption event for everybody, doing the full clear the shelters. So, but every Saturday we have some place that we are, but even outside of that, they're welcome to come and put some interest in and let us know they'd like to see one, and we can schedule other times too to meet. Because, you know, they live in Foster, so we can usually work something out.
Yeah. Well, this has been so fun. I love your puppeteers here. Marigold, Sweetheart, Ellie Sweetheart. I loved interacting with both of them. We've got more information on our website, WCNC.com, and inside our WCNC Charlotte mobile app regarding the Clear the Shelters initiative, including all the participating local shelters and rescues. Was there anything we did not cover tonight, ladies?
Just think about it. Remember, rescue pets are not broken. They just have been failed by somebody else, but you can be their hero. That you can basically give them that home and that ability to have a wonderful time. So please think about that. Don't think, you know, you can find every type of animal, every type of breed in rescue. So remember, come look. Yeah, we're here for you, and these are wonderfully trained dogs.
Yes.
And cats.
They've been such a treat to have here in the Live Impact Studio, as have y'all both, Alex and Heather. Thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. As we mentioned, more information on our website, and we'll see you in 2 minutes with more Live Impact news.